Boy Scouts of America, don't you already have enough problems? You're dealing with bankruptcy, lawsuits, and as an Eagle Scout, what you're doing now with racism in this latest statement is terrible, and it goes totally against what the Boy Scouts of America is supposed to stand for. What's up, guys? This is Witt with PragerU, and the Boy Scouts just put out this statement about condemning racism, how they stand with Black Lives Matter, and that they're putting out a new racial merit badge. I was in scouting from the time I was a Tiger Cub in first grade up until high school when I earned my Eagle Scout. My grandpa's been in scouting for 35 years, my brother was in it, and there was never a problem of racism within the Scouts. Okay, my troop back in Colorado had tons of black kids, tons of Hispanic kids, and there wasn't one kid there, ever, who complained about racism within the Scouts. My mentor in scouting was another black scout. He was older than me, he taught me how to play lacrosse, and he taught me a lot of things about how to become a man. That's what Boy Scouts is all about. And there was never any racism. He never said that I was oppressing him because I'm white or anything like that. And there were lots of kids from all different backgrounds who got their Eagle Scout, and there was never a problem with racism. No one ever said, oh, black kids aren't getting their Eagle Scout because of racism from white people. And that's because black kids were getting their Eagle Scout. There was no racism. The Boy Scouts of America were equal opportunity for everyone. In the 1960s, young black men became Eagle Scouts to distinguish themselves because it gave them a leadership position within their communities. Scouting has always been something to have young men from any background grow up to be a successful man. It teaches you leadership, it teaches you teamwork, it teaches you tenacity, it teaches you all these amazing things, and Nothing in the Scouts had ever had to do with racism. And in this statement, the Boy Scouts of America capitalized Black Lives Matter, BLM, which if they wouldn't have capitalized and they just said Black Lives Matter, it's like, yeah, of course, I agree. Who doesn't agree that Black Lives Matter? But you capitalize it, which means that you support the organization Black Lives Matter, okay? In the Scout Oath, you say, on my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to God and my country. When you support an organization like Black Lives Matter, who is rioting and looting in the streets, you do not support your country. You are doing the opposite. And this statement goes directly against the values of what the Boy Scouts of America was founded on. And now you have this merit badge, which you have to earn to become an Eagle Scout, which is basically the diversity badge. And so I don't know who's going to have to get this merit badge. Is it white people who are going to have to take this merit badge? Do the black scouts, do they have to also take this merit badge? I mean, this badge is insulting. It's so insulting. When I was in Scouts, there was never any racism. I know I said that before, but seriously, there was never any racism. And now you're coming back and making white kids and other kids in scouting who aren't even racist take this merit badge just so you can pander and virtue signal to the outside world. You're already doing horribly financially, and this is their way of virtue signaling, the Boy Scouts of America, to make it seem like, oh, we're so woke, we're so progressive. What you're really doing is setting the Boy Scouts back. And then again, with this merit badge, you're teaching black kids in the Scouts that white people have a problem with black kids, and that black kids should have a problem with white kids. You have these impressionable teenagers and young people who are now in scouting who are being taught that racism is the biggest issue, when before, there was no issue at all. But now you are pitting these two people against each other. What you are doing, Boy Scouts of America, is genuinely horrible and disgusting. If this was a genuine statement and you said we condemn the murder of George Floyd and we want to do everything we can to help, I totally get that. But when you come on and start having these different standards now that you're implementing into Scouts, you are destroying what Scouts is about, because Scouts is not racist. The Boy Scouts of America were the greatest thing to me. I grew up without my dad in the picture, and without the Boy Scouts, I wouldn't be the man that I am today, teaching me how to be a man, how to be a leader. And now, due to this statement and all the other things that the Boy Scouts have done to set themselves back, I mean, you thought your membership was low in the Boy Scouts before? Look at how it's going to be after this. This whole thing just really blows my mind. I mean, Again, I'm an Eagle Scout, and this is incredibly disappointing to see, because the Scouts, when I was growing up, was the least racist organization that I had seen. And for them to come out and say this and support Black Lives Matter, the organization, it's just terrible. Virtue signaling, pandering at its best. It's a real shame to see what the Boy Scouts of America have become. But I still care about the Boy Scouts of America because of how good of an organization it was to me. And if you care about it and want people to know the actual truth of what's going on, share this video, comment your thoughts down below, and we'll see you guys in the next one. It's been Witt. Thank you.